So on world ranking, Adriana Diaz, the favorite here in the last quarterfinal match of the women's singles at the US Open in Las Vegas. Adriana Diaz, just 16 years old. '14 Central American and Caribbean Games gold medalist. Bronze medal at last year's Pan American Games. Building a portfolio of success in the American continent and around the world. And of course, one of the youngest table tennis athletes at the 2016 Summer Olympics. Became the first Puerto Rican female table tennis player to qualify for an Olympic Games. Very impressive stuff.
She is fierce, and her presence here is well deserved. She works incredibly hard, and it's paying off. But let's see how she does against Japan's Yui Odono. 3-all.
Oh, clips
Wow.
the net. Time to get some Puerto Rican fans in the house behind Adriana Diaz Gonzalez. Look at that. That sends a strong message straight away in this match. Tighten, keep that service game tight. Cannot afford to make these small errors.
Adriana to serve, 4 serving 5.
Wow, great point. Solid countering. Japanese player Odono just managing to open up some space there.
Odono playing at her pace, 6 serving 4.
Seems to have found an early advantage. It'll be very interesting to see how Adriana Diaz holds her nerve. Very difficult in these pressure situations for young players, especially if they face an early deficit in the match. This is the first time I've seen so many Japanese players in the tournament. Why is that? Well, I guess they like Las Vegas.
Who doesn't like Las
You
Vegas?
can't argue with that. It's great. It's great to see Japanese players traveling and supporting these events. Brings a real professionalism to the event and more international feel. Oh, look at her. Wow. Oh,
Wow.
Just clips the net.
Adriana Diaz, so much heart in this match. It's game point
She did
for Odono.
so well to recover from being squeezed on her backhand.
Still in it, down by 5.
There's a lot of great countering rallies going on here. Have the Japanese men's contingent sitting right in front of us here at the commentary desk, throwing in their support.
And Diaz still battling, takes the point, not quite ready to end the game just yet.
And 11-6, the first game.
And Yui Odono takes the first game in the women's singles quarterfinal.
Finding some information here. It looks like Odono is 22 years of age. Highest world ranking of 172. As I said, she's fairly new to the international scene. Most recently competed in the World Tour ITTF Belgium Open, where she lost in the last 16 of the women's singles. No doubt she'll be looking to put her name forward for the US Open Women's Championship title. And it looks like current player Odono and the winner of the last match, Yume Takahashi, actually teamed together to win the National Intercollegiate Table Tennis Championship last year in Japan. It's possible that some of these Japanese players could be college teammates. Can you speak a little more for serve and receive and spin? Are you asking specifically about this match or in general? Got a good mix of serves here in this match. That is something straight out of the 1970s.
Diaz pulling out something
window
different.
wiping serve. It's the kind of thing you would expect from old Czech players.
I like it though. Sometimes you got to pull out different tricks to beat your opponent.
Adriana Diaz has done a great job of getting ahead in this set.
She's a young girl, but she plays with an old soul.
General commentary on serve and receive and spin. Well, I mean, serve and receive are probably two of the biggest areas of the game. Service is where you would expect to create your biggest advantage. And you'll see players really constructing their points from the serve. Wow, great punch there. Really offensive stroke, just that flat drive. Straight at her body. Here comes that serve again. Looks like topspin this time.
Enough to throw her off. She takes the point. Diaz is up by 2.
So, I mean, coming back to the serve and receive, you want to serve in ways and spin directions where you can ensure a probable response. For example, if Adriana Diaz goes out and serves topspin, you're kind of eliminating a push return. Wow. Great placement wide. And then if you combine that with a placement or an angle, then you can try and create a probable response to placement. So great topspin serve. You can see here Adriana Diaz really working these unique serves, tomahawks off the back. So definitely the serve has a huge role in the game. When you create that probable response, it becomes easy for you to maneuver or anticipate your next move. Still with the lead here, Adriana Diaz.
Odono to serve. Caught up in the net. Diaz takes the point. She's got a 4-point lead, Matt.
It's just great to see a South American player out there. Well, I say South American, I guess Puerto Rico, an American.
It's part of our country.
Part of America.
We love Puerto Rico.
It's just great to see her out there putting in her best against these very experienced Japanese opponent. And she takes the second game. 11-5, draws it up 1-1.
Love it. Adriana Diaz Gonzalez looking sharp, made some big adjustments in that second game, and she ties it up and wins 11-5. We're tied at 1 game apiece. This is the women's singles quarterfinal here at the 2016 US Open, live in Las Vegas. Now, Matt, what would you be telling Odono if you were in her corner right now? How do you adjust to what Diaz is throwing at her?
Well, I think the serve change up in the second game definitely had an impact, and serve receive is definitely going to have to be something that Odono tightens up on, because when she creates the first advantage in the point, she's able to move Adriana around a lot, and we've seen her creating some really wide angles to Adriana's backhand and forehand, and while she's able to retrieve those balls, it's not necessarily the highest quality return. It's kind of just a retrieve, and those are the kind of shots that Odono needs to force, and she needs to be able to follow up on them. I think we're going to see Odono really focusing on trying to open up angles and really look for opening up space. We're seeing some great rallies. One of the things I love in these exchanges is the ability for them to adapt at lightning speed when the ball hits the net cord in the middle of a rally. You just saw in that point.
Wow, a great return. Get that out of here.
Absolutely brilliant to see some Puerto Rico fans coming into the live stream, showing their support for this young talent.
I want to see Puerto Rico represent. Such an amazing place. You got this great young athlete who's representing your country, dropping some crazy serves.
Great serve receive. I mean, that's the kind that's really unsettling for Adriana Diaz. For someone to return her serve with that much force, it's gonna raise exactly, and it's gonna raise some questions in her head about how she wants to execute that serve if she's to repeat it, and that, on some points, almost removes that serve from her repertoire.
Yep.
She might not have the confidence to bring it back, and if Odono can really knuckle down on serve receive and just work at those serves one by one, she might be able to eliminate the service advantage.
Diaz working that table.
Great rallies. We are seeing the seating around table one really filling up.
Got an emotional match. This is Puerto Rico versus Japan. Adriana Diaz to serve. Can't lift it high enough, though. We're tied and alive at 5. Wow. A great block coming from Adriana Diaz. She's cocking back and holding it up, putting it right where it needed to go. She takes the point. She's got the lead.
Just really impressed with Adriana Diaz out there. She has an amazing retrieving game. You can just see there is no ball that she won't go after. really fighting for those points.
Wow. Some amazing defense coming from Odono.
Good question here regarding the mental advantage of age on picking the service. Definitely, Odono seems to have more experience in her training career.
Most definitely, but I will say, you know,
Wow. Oh, throws in the chop. The lob.
Oh, my goodness. I got to clap for that. That was just a beautiful exchange happening right here in the women's quarterfinals. No matter which side you're on, you had to cheer for that one. Am I right, Matt?
Absolutely.
We're tied.
That really goes to show that Adriana Diaz is going to do anything she can to win a point, whether it's chopping, lobbing, countering, smashing. Every ball is going to be made to count.
When we were talking about the age and experience,
right.
It's such a double-edged sword because you can be the older one with the experience. But when you're playing someone significantly younger than you, there's a little bit of a disadvantage because that person, the younger person, might not believe that they could even lose. And
there's upsides, there's downsides. Adriana Diaz, very confident in her approach to the match. A lot of energy, very light on her feet, and quite a fresh competitor. With regards to choosing serves, I mean, the more experience you have in the game, the more understanding you have of how serves and particular spins or lengths are received. So it really gives you the chance to be able to know what you can expect in a return. And at the end of that set, 11-8, you could see as soon as that serve was played, Odono was ready. As soon as Adriana prepared to push that ball, she was ready. She knew what was coming back. And that's the real advantage of experience, is just having a few more ideas about the ins and outs of serve and receive and tactics.
One question I wanted to ask you, Matt. I think I know the answer, but I could be wrong. When I'm hearing female players yell out "sa," what does that mean?
Well, it's supposed to mean kill.
That's what I thought
in Chinese. Yeah, it's also sometimes you hear people saying "cho," and contrary to popular belief, not "cho," but actually Qiu, which means ball.
Yep.
So kind of good ball. There's a lot of common expressions.
Oh, very common.
Seen some very interesting ones.
And we are back. This is game 4. You got a gunfight going on between Yui Odono and Adriana Diaz. Odono to serve.
Question directed at me here. I'm under the gun. Adriana showing a lot of variety and more complete game and touch to win points. Do you think she will be able to keep up once the surprise factor is over? I think that again comes back to experience. I can see Odono finding ways to adapt to this game style, and once she does, wow. Oh, so close. Once she does adapt to these different variations, or manages to close them down, which I'm sure she'll be working towards, it's going to be very difficult for a younger player to make adaptations. So, yeah, I think the older player is going to be able to adapt quicker.
Odono caught in the net. Diaz ties it up. Deuces.
Lucky edge there. Odono showing great control. I think she's starting to realize that Adriana Diaz, not quite an overwhelmingly powerful player. If she can control the ball placement and really stretch her and make her move.
Doing just that, exactly as you said, Matt. Spreading that around the table, putting it right down the line. Diaz is down by 2, still down by a game, 2 serving 4. And another one. Odono pumping her fist, feeling the momentum carrying over from the last game. 2 serving 5. Gives it right back. Diaz takes the point. It's going to be 5 serving 3. Diaz dropped the backhand, can't keep it on. 6 serving 3.
I think we're definitely seeing a bit of a pull away here with Odono really trying to stretch her lead. There's that middle ball. She's kind of doing this combination of middle ball and then a wide ball and then a middle ball and a wide ball. It's a very textbook tactic for, especially for a player who struggles to play high quality shots on the wings, is to just continue to work at them and play back into the middle and then stretch out wide and then back towards the middle and stretch them out wide again, and just to keep hammering that area of weakness.
Big shot, big forehand. Adriana Diaz reminding everyone why she's here. She's down by 1 game and down by 2 points.
Some great feedback there from Peter Goldman. Really enjoying our commentary. We've really been enjoying doing this as well. It's been a common conversation topic for me and Ryan during the day.
Absolutely.
Being able to engage with the viewers, which was really something I was just absolutely thrilled to try and work and develop. Looks like it was a fault serve there. For imparting spin on the ball toss. So in the rule, you have to throw from a flat palm. Cannot impart spin on the ball on the toss.
A crazy serve coming from Odono. Adriana Diaz takes the serve. 6 serving 8. Can't return
having
that
a bit
push.
of a rough time sometimes opening off backspin on her backhand. Coming back to Peter's comment, again, me and Ryan were out talking before, and one of the things that I think has a big impact on table tennis viewership is that people from lower or social levels of the sport or outside the sport really don't understand how complex table tennis is. And I think that's why it's got a reputation, especially a growing reputation in America, as a social sport and not so much as a competitive sport. And I felt like this was a really good opportunity for us to engage with viewers and to try and educate them on the sport more.
Diaz hammering back. She takes that point. It's 9-9.
It's the business end. If this goes to 2-2.
Oh my gosh. Diaz to serve. And a huge serve. Diaz moves
Fantastic.
it to gain point.
Got a glimpse down there. It looks like Diaz is using a butterfly Jungji Curse Super ZLC.
Still can't believe you can spot that from up here.
Clips the net cord.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the audience. There is some real energy coming from the spectators here. I love it.
We got some drama here, right here at the Las Vegas Convention Center at the 2016 US Open. We're tied at 2 games apiece. Representing Japan is Yui Odono. Representing Puerto Rico is Adriana Diaz Gonzalez. It's been a great match so far. Heavy back and forth. Completely unpredictable. I'm not even sure who's going to win this match, Matt.
I had started to see Odono really move towards taking a strong foothold in the match. And very impressive for Adriana Diaz to fight her way back into that game and to draw it up at 2-2. And I'm personally going to be very interested to see how the tactics, how the service game plays out, and how Adriana Diaz can continue to keep Yui Odono on her toes so that she can have a chance at potentially making the semifinal of the women's singles here at the US Open.
Okay, Matt, we're in Las Vegas. Let's do a little gambling. I'll let you choose who you think's going to win. I'm going to bet you a cheeseburger tonight on it. Let's go.
I'd love to see Adriana Diaz win.
So you're pulling for Diaz?
But
you got to choose now.
I have to choose Odono.
Okay, I'm going to take Diaz all day, baby.
Well, I mean, that's fine for me because I win either way now. I've just taken both sides of the bet.
Excellent.
I don't mind losing a cheeseburger to see the outcome that I want. But I feel like Odono should have the experience here. Just to be, I mean, she was leading in the last game. I thought she was going to take a 3-1 lead.
You know, it goes back to me of that comment that Brittany made, which was asking about the mental game. And I feel like playing against someone like Diaz has to throw a little bit of a wrench into your mind because she's so unpredictable, so young. You don't know what she's going to do.
Well, I mean, playing young players can be scary. It can be intimidating. And as I said before, when we were talking about age, there's a flip side. There's two sides to the coin. I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages to being older. There's advantages and disadvantages to being younger. And there's a lot of pressure if you're the older, more experienced player. Maybe you feel like you're expected to win.
Absolutely are. I feel like there's a different kind of pressure on you then.
Wow, that's coming back. Oh, it was so close. It's Adriana Diaz with the early lead.
And another point, Adriana Diaz up 3. We're tied at 2 games apiece.
British beef burgers are better than American beef burgers. What do you have to respond to that, Ryan? Have you had, well, maybe you haven't had a British beef burger.
You know, I have yet to go to London, so I really can't say officially.
I can answer to that,
Please do.
Peter, as I was actually born in Blackpool in the UK. And I've been in the US now for 3 years, and I am going to take sides with Peter. I agree.
Wow. Well,
that's a little sway from the match here.
Unfortunately,
it's getting a little bit intense here. We had to cool off with a question about burgers.
It always comes back to our appetites and how hangry I am right now. Odono to serve, 4-6. A huge serve coming from Odono.
She's really driving her way back, and we still have a really even match on our hands. And I'm so glad when we came out of the third women's quarterfinal, and all I wanted was just great consistency. All I wanted to see was a match that was the same or better than the previous match, and I think we're getting it.
It's a whole new level of exciting. Adriana Diaz to serve.
Wow, look at the placement.
Just moving her around the table,
but it's Odono with the counter. Throws that pressure straight back on her. Very interesting also to see that we've moved away from these middle-of-the-table tomahawk serves, reverting back to these more conventional forehand serves.
It's like you said, she figured it out early. And Diaz is forced to adjust, but Odono rushes back in and ties it up 7-7, tied at 2 games apiece.
Goes for the high toss. Look at that change in direction. Down the backhand corner, out to the forehand line, back to the backhand corner. The variance in placement is just incredible. Look at that. Look at that. She is just pounding that wide backhand.
And Odono jumps to a 2-point lead. Diaz has the serve. 7-9.
Wow. What better time for Adriana Diaz to steal away a freebie?
In baseball, that's a backwards K.
Good opening. You can see her tying. Look at Odono playing into the middle.
Backhand can't keep it on. It moves to game point for Odono.
Canadian beef is the ultimate.
Okay. We're getting into a discussion and debate about burgers, because I'll sample all of them. Game point.
The net court again. Look at that change in placement. Look at that.
Oh my goodness, a huge rally to end the 5th game. Odono takes that point. I don't even know what to say there. I'm sweating like a sinner in church right now, Matt. Odono jumps to a 3-2 game lead over Adriana Diaz. This is the women's singles quarterfinals here at the Las Vegas Convention Center at the 2016 U.S. Open. I'm Ryan Willard, and I'm sitting next to Matt Hetherington.
Just trying to contain my laughter.
It's all we can do in life, right? Laugh, have a good time.
I agree.
And maybe win some table tennis matches.
Well,
I'm
look
better
at
at the
look at the
laughing.
pattern we're seeing here. First, third, and 5th game. Odono going for the odd numbers. Adriana Diaz going for the even numbers. I don't know how that's going to work out on the roulette wheel.
Uh-oh.
See how the patterns come down. We'll have to see if Adriana Diaz can take the 6th game and draw this up. I would love to see it go to 7. Absolutely love it. I've really been enjoying this match.
I need it to go to 7 games because I want my cheeseburger that you were going to give me when Diaz wins.
Is Adriana moving back from the table a little bit more than usual to handle Odono's power, or is it her regular game style? That's a great question.
Ooh, Odono.
I think it's a combination of power, and also it can be very difficult to deal with the strong placement from Odono close to the table. You have to be a very, very, very quick player. So I think she's moving back to try and get a little bit more time. But seeing that she's playing back from the table, Odono's really pressing those angles. Oh, wow.
Diaz takes that point. She's got the lead, 2-1. Diaz with her back to the wall in this game. This is a best of 7 game match. You play games to 11, you must win by 2. 2 serving 1.
We have a full seats here. There is a lot of vested interest in this match. Potentially more burgers on the line around the stadium.
And a huge serve from Diaz, making my dreams come true. It's now 3-1.
Makes a strong opening. Look at that change in placement. Oh, she's not done.
Crazy! One of the best points I've seen in this entire tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Odono and Diaz. This is a slugfest.
That was ridiculous. Look at the change from lob to fish to attack. Just a 3-stage switch from defense to all-out offense.
Table tennis insanity guaranteed to make the ITTF Top 10 playlist. Come on now.
I need to recollect my breath.
I know.
That was intense. And it's going to be interesting to see how Odono deals with the pressure. Sometimes these big points, these big victories, crowd pleasers, can have a huge effect. You have a big rally and you lose, it can have a psychological effect on you in the match. Adriana Diaz 5-1 up. And it looks like we're seeing a momentum shift here. Adriana Diaz just playing outstandingly in this set. If you're sitting watching from the casino, bet even, because it may be about to come up. 6th game.
Ooh, Diaz takes another point. She's up by 6. Dare I say,
I can feel the pressure right now.
I know.
Just look at Odono's body language. She nods, she says, okay, got to get back into this.
Can't keep it on. Odono's going to take that point. Diaz holding on to a 5-point lead, but she's still down by 1 game. Odono to serve.
I am still reeling from that point. Wow. I think my spine has turned into a question mark. I got chills.
8 serving 2.
We have an amazing following going on here. 750 people and growing watching this match. And it just ticked over 777. Could that be an indication that we may be going to a 7th and deciding game? I hope so.
I want the baby mama drama. I want it to be 7 games right here, right now. Let's go, Diaz. Can't get that one through. Odono shrinks her lead down to 4.
Just unbelievably exciting match here. Standing room only on center court, table 1 here at the Las Vegas Convention Center.
We're going to take a quick breather. I think we could all use that.
I need more than a breather right now.
What just happened?
That rally was just amazing.
Matt, dare I say, this might be, for me, the most exciting match I've seen throughout the U.S. Open.
Well, the great thing about our current Facebook live stream is we have nearly 1,000 people currently tuned in watching this match. So the excitement is spreading.
It's spreading fast. This is Japan versus Puerto Rico. Adriana Diaz is electric out there. Odono is so good.
This timeout trying to alleviate some of the pressure on the young player, Adriana Diaz, as she tries to level things.
If you're watching on Facebook Live, I want you to tell us who you want to win. Send your love because they need your support.
Look at that change in pace. Just see, she just slowed that ball down a little bit and disrupted the rhythm. We're going to see a lot of tricks coming out of the bag here if Odono wants to pull this match together. Oh my God. Oh, this point has everything. What?
Oh my goodness.
What a way to finish.
Oh my jam.
Just look at how steady Adriana Diaz was in that backhand rally. Full credit to Odono for finishing that point off.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. This match is more ridiculous than Adam Bobro's wardrobe.
Hey, calm down, I can hear you.
That's the point.
And it's 8-8.
We've got crazy 8s right here at Court 1 at the 2016 U.S. Open. We're live from Las Vegas. Adriana Diaz has a tie with Yui Odono.
There is some big pressure going down here. Look at the length of these rallies as we get closer and the pressure's on. Backhand to backhand. Oh, wow. I thought she'd thrown it away with that soft shot. Just looked like she'd hesitated, but she came back strong on the next one. Look at these backhand to backhand rallies. Just amazing consistency.
Oh. And Adriana Diaz said it's not over just yet. This is Puerto Rico versus Japan. I'm loving it. We're tied at 9. Diaz to serve.
And it's Adriana Diaz making the big changes in placement.
Diaz moves to game point.
Listen to this audience. Deep breath. Could be the rally of the century. Picks the ball up. Off the net twice.
Oh.
Net return. We're going to deuce.
We're doing it, people. Diaz catching a bad bounce. And Odono just capitalizing, tying it up at 10. Odono to serve. She's up by 1 game. Oh my goodness! The defense coming from Diaz.
This is just amazing.
Adriana Diaz needs a shirt that says "Quitters never win and winners never quit." She is.
The caliber of the rallies as the match gets tighter has just gone up and up and up. We are seeing some intense table tennis here.
And Diaz does it. She takes the 6th game, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to a 7th.
This might be the best spent burger I have ever had to buy someone in my life. I'm so thrilled with how this match is going.
Me too. And just so you know, I like triple.
This is the match of the tournament.
This is, for me, the
So
match of
far.
the tournament. I am going crazy right now watching this. The skill and athleticism of both of these competitors and the spirit and the will to drive is exploding off the court. The crowd here is electric right now as they watch these two battle it out to move on to the semifinals
For
of the
the
US Open.
hundreds of players that have just signed in on the live stream, I'm Matt Hetherington. I'm with Ryan Willard. We're going to 7 in the last quarterfinal of the women's quarterfinal matches at the US Open. This match, if you haven't been watching it and you're just joining us, make sure you hit up the replay. This is, without a doubt, the match of the tournament so far.
It's as good as it gets.
And I feel like the best is yet to come.
Send your love. Tell us who you want to win this match in the Facebook live stream comments. If you want Odono, if you want Diaz, we want to hear Diaz to serve. Love all.
This is a great start. Just seeing the consistency and the length of these rallies picking up and up and up. Neither of these players is ready to lay down.
A guy named Mark Penna said Philippines loves you. I'm Filipino, and I love Diaz right now. So that's right, Mark. Diaz jumps to a 2-point lead. Odono takes the serve. 0, serving 2.
How much of a psychological effect will this have on Odono? Do you think Diaz can pull it off? I don't think it really matters. I think when you go into the 7th game, you've got to throw it all to the wind and just focus on what's ahead. And I think both players are going to be full steam ahead. No one's going to be looking back. I mean, you just can't afford to at this stage.
And Odono battling back, ties it up. We're at 3 games to 3 games and 2 points to 2 points.
You have the Japanese players right in front of us throwing their hands in the air.
I love seeing their energy and their excitement.
Look at the offense. These rallies are just spectacular. You're kidding me. You are kidding me.
This is as good as it gets. These two players constantly wowing me. If you told most people who watch this that ball was CGI, they'd probably believe you, but no. These are
Forrest
just
Gump, eat your heart out.
seriously.
This is real life.
Oh my goodness. Diaz.
There are
blocking.
some just tense moments here. This match is going to go down as one of the best matches, I think, ever to be played on U.S. soil.
This is
just unbelievable.
If you told me this was the finals right now, I would believe you. Odono to serve. Diaz overshoots. Odono only down by 1.
And our live audience is just building. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as we are.
We love you guys sending us comments. You can feel the excitement.
And
we hope you do
the
too.
Players will switch ends. 5-3 advantage in the 7th game for Adriana Diaz. This is definitely one of the closest, most intense matches I've ever seen in women's table tennis.
I would say
in first
any
hand.
table tennis. And Diaz can't get that through. Odono battling back.
We're going to see if Odono can use the end change to reset her psychological game and come back here. And it looks like she levels at 5-5. There are just dozens and dozens of comments coming through here, mostly in Spanish.
Matt, I'm going to bet you fries and a shake it goes to 11-11.
Done.
And Diaz takes that point.
Just a ridiculous amount of comments here wishing luck for Adriana Diaz.
Puerto Rico representing all day, every day. But
And the pressure is on. It could be point for point. 16-year-old Adriana Diaz really lifting her game here. Going back for these tomahawk serves.
Caught up in the net. Not effective.
I love the tactic that she used, just trying to slide that serve a little over the edge and get a soft opening. Just unfortunate she wasn't able to make that follow-up.
6 serving 7. The pace of that rally. Such a quick turnaround. Odono turning it up right when she needs to. She's jumped to a 2-point lead. The
crowd is urging Adriana Diaz to work her way back into this match.
We all want more of this match. We love it.
Oh my! Look at the angles. Just mixing down the line, wide across, down the line, wide across. Look at Odono. How do you keep up with that?
I can't.
And eventually, she just couldn't take it anymore.
Oh. Odono shoots herself in the foot and tries to show up to the disco. I don't know what just happened there. She has to shake it off.
8-8.
Pretend like that didn't happen.
These rallies are just incredible.
I mean, I think there's been at least 5 lead changes in this match. Adriana Diaz takes the point.
Back and forth.
She's up by 1.
Oh my. You are kidding me.
And Odono
just doesn't end.
I'm telling you, you're going to owe me fries and a shake. We're going to 11-11. Odono just so good.
Just look at the amount of pressure she's punching in. The crowd are loving this. What an amazing match.
This is as good as table tennis gets, people.
And and she misses the opening. The pressure is on. And it's match point for Adriana Diaz. Odono to serve.
This is game and match point.
And it's Adriana Diaz who wins 11-9 in the 7th.
That was an electric match, one of the best I have seen in my entire table tennis career. That was fantastic.
It's a standing ovation.
Truly one of the best.
What a match we have. I mean, what a pleasure to commentate. Such an amazing match.